big breaking story. Aftab Poonawala, accused in the killing of his girlfriend, is about to be produced before a local court here in the capital. But it could well be via video conference. And this is because the police believe that he might be harmed, as people angry over the murder of Shraddha Walkar, whose body was cut up into pieces, might in fact attack Aftab as he's produced in court. Massive protests have been taking place. My colleague Vedant is there and joins us now. What are these lawyers who are protesting saying, Vedant, and what do we know? What's the latest in this court appearance? Is Aftab then not going to the court at all?
Well, Ankita, minutes before Aftab was to be produced before the Saket court, we saw huge protests outside the courtroom by lawyers, demanding strict punishment for the accused, and which is why the judge, in fact, told the police to produce Aftab Poonawala virtually via video conferencing. I'm joined by, in fact, the president of the Bar Association here at the Saket court, who were leading the protests outside the courtroom. So, सबसे पहले अपना नाम बताइए और ये बताइए कि जो protests हमने देखे बाहर minutes before Aftab was to be produced, उसका क्या reason है, क्या मंशा थी उसके पीछे और क्या आप लोगों की डिमांड?
देखिए, सबसे पहली बात तो ये, we are lawyer by profession, we are bound by law. And law is not governed by the emotions of any person or group of the persons. Though freedom of speech and expression is there, which is enshrined in part 3 of our constitution, that is the most sacrosanct right.
क्या ये बताइए? Aftab Poonawala को
see, हमारी कोई मांग नहीं है सच, और कुछ अगर लॉयर्स थोड़ा बहुत कोई इस तरह की बात कर भी रहा है तो उसमें साकेत बार एसोसिएशन का कोई लेना देना नहीं है. वी आर नॉट सपोर्टिंग सच टाइप ऑफ थिंग. ठीक है, कोई इंडिविजुअल उसके कोई अपने व्यूज हैं, ही कैन एक्सप्रेस दैट, बट सीआरपीसी इज देयर, आईपीसी इज देयर, एंड वी आर बाउंड बाय लॉ. इन केस ए पर्सन हैज कमिटेड एनी ऑफेंस, we will go by the procedure. Court is bound by that, and in case he is found guilty, he will be convicted.
Right. So, say we saw huge protests by lawyers just outside the courtroom. Some of them also very angry, saying that he should be punished. And so what was exactly the motive behind the outrage? And now of course public sentiment really involved as far as the case is concerned. People demanding strict action against what seems to be the accused of a very brutal and gruesome murder.
See, I being the secretary of the bar, as the president has already told you, in this protest, bar association has no role. ना ही हमने किसी को कहा कि हमें प्रोटेस्ट करना है, ना ही हम किसी को सजेस्ट करेंगे वो प्रोटेस्ट करें, because the matter is under investigation. Law will take its own course. If he is guilty, he will be punished. If he is not guilty, he won't be punished. But as far as the protest is concerned, कुछ lawyers का जिनके अपने sentiments थे, individually they must have protested, but in that protest, bar association has no role. We have not asked. In fact, now we came outside to check if anybody is creating any hindrance or something like that. So we don't support such kind of things. Right? If you want to protest, you can protest it. Nobody can stop that. Right. But as far as association is concerned, we have no role in that.
Right. So of course, as they told us that there were some lawyers, of course, who got emotionally charged, who were, of course, had expressing their outrage outside courtroom number 3, where Aftab was to be produced. Remember, Ankita, Aftab was to be produced first at 12 noon this afternoon, then of course at 1 p.m, at 2 p.m, and finally we were told he would be produced virtually. So of course the police also vary, because we saw that protests not only on social media and online, but across the national capital. We saw people came on the streets. They said strict punishment should be meted out to Aftab Poonawala, and of course on social media also Shraddha murder case being the top trend. Just very quickly, if I can tell you what is expected out of the Saket court, two very important things. First, of course, the police will be moving an application for the accused's narco test, which is of course going to be very crucial as far as the investigation is concerned. Right. And the second thing, the police will be seeking an extension of the police custody, which ends today. And this, as of course police continues to question Aftab Poonawala and piece together all the evidence that it has gathered so far as the case is concerned.